Hello everyone, I've got a display of some artifacts here that the New York State archaeologist, Christina, says it's just a rock. So we're going to go over these artifacts for the New York State archaeologist, and we're going to educate her on prehistoric and ancient artifacts. How does that sound, everyone, okay? It's an amazing video. We've got painted ones, we've got slate ones, we've got... Ooh, and there's a lot of other bigger artifacts too. This is a big one. Look at that one, okay? That's a Long Island one. That's where you get these at the stone yards, the Freemason stone yards. You know, when they bulldoze the mounds, they take the stones there. Yeah. Oh, this is from Roxbury. There's a few New Jersey ones on here too, but it's truly amazing. This one, we'll start here. Let's just start with one of these, okay? This is one of their epoxy resin type heads. There's a lot of these, okay? It's like the craziest material you've ever seen in your life, okay? And it's made into these heads that they used. Stuff's like razor sharp. Look at that. Amazing artifacts, right? But Christina from the New York State archaeologist says it's all just a rock. So we're going to educate Christina and any other archaeologists around the world that are not very happy about me finding these artifacts. You know? Oh yeah, that's a happy face on there. I like to make it fun for everyone, right? Because these are true artifacts from our ancient civilization, even ivory. I believe this is some... Look at that. Okay, we're going to get in that one. Wooden ones. And yeah, there's petrified wood ones here too. Okay, and then, oh, this is in New Jersey. Oh, the New York State archaeologist. Oh, that's Dr. Gregory Lizanza. We're gonna get into him a little bit, okay? Because New York, New Jersey too, and he likes sending out emails to like a Richard Roman that came to my house and attacked me and busted up artifacts. Yeah, so we're gonna expose some truth here, okay? Because there's a lot of artifacts. This is an amazing slate head. This was found in Long Island, okay? All right, and it's got some paintings on there, right? Look at that sharpness. Look at the size of the spearhead. When they were putting in new electrical lines. There was a golf course that they kind of built, condominiums in the 1970s. There was a lot of those artifacts. So these came from that site. There's all kinds of artifacts here. This one came from the beach on Long Island. Oh, look at the little blue gemstone for the eyeball, right? And then this side, when you turn around, wait, there's all kinds of effigies. These are effigies. Then it's like, oh, is that like a... Oh, and a little blue stone, right? And it's supposed to be like what kind of monkey face does that look like? All right? The baboons? Yeah. All right? Because they had a lot of different faces. Like this is like, oh, these came from the bulldozed mounds in the compound. I call it the compound. It's where George Washington had his tour in 1709. Can you believe this? Like where George Washington had his tour, you can find all this stuff. And I had no idea, right? This is one from Roxbury. I mean, these are amazing. It's like a hatchet head. Look at that. Oh, but Dr. Gregory Lizanza stayed in New Jersey, so that's just a rock. And in the ivoryexperts.com, because I have steel. Ooh, is this steel artifact too? This is like some sort of pyramid hatchet head that they had. I mean, crazy artifacts, right? Because I have other steel artifacts, like a 34-pound one, and ivoryexperts.com said it was just a rock, even though it had it laser tested and it's steel with embedded stones. I mean, come on. ivoryexperts.com. Can you tell me if this is ivory? I mean, this is a huge chunk. Look at that white. Beautiful. It's all like the same material, and it's not like heavy like a rock, so I believe it's a chunk of some sort of prehistoric giant dinosaur type dragon with tusks, or whatever type of... It might have came from a mammoth. I don't know. We need to have this stuff tested, right? This is the black magonite ones from Roxbury, right? Really amazing. There's tons of these I found. This is pure magonite. Like you melt this down, it's like 90% purity, because the iron mine is right there in Mount Hope, New Jersey. Hey, Dr. Gregory Lizanza, did you know there's an iron mine in Roxbury Township? It was part of Roxbury Township with the original founding. See, I'm just going to give you a little history on Roxbury where I pick up a few more of these artifacts. So there's these black magonite mountains, right? And in Mount Hope, New Jersey, under the Tilcon. You guys ever hear of Mount Hope Quarry? Because it was a quarry up there, and then Tilcon, the international company, came in. Kind of like the one in Connecticut. Oh, and I got a message for the Connecticut archaeologists too, because I've got the stones with the Egyptian carvings and all kinds of giant, and they don't want to recognize anything because they're bulldozing everything still. So if you want to see some artifacts up there, I have all the sites, and there's going to be a book coming out. It's going to lead you everything. So let's go over, so there's so many artifacts here, okay. Oh, what is this guy? What is that? Is that a melted, like with some sort of laser with a hole in there? What did they do? How did they do that in granite? Is that a square hole? I can't tell. Is there an archaeologist out there that can say, is that a hole? Wait, is there a geologist out there that can say, well, this piece of granite got melted somehow? And it was found by a lighthouse? Oh, a lighthouse! Oh my gosh, is it the lighthouses that George Washington had commissioned? You know, to like refurbish them? What is that? Wait a minute, is that a painted butterfly and a special wish stone found by the mounds that were bulldozed? Yeah, with other blue ones. You know? See? Ones with blue paints. Oh, there's pottery too. Just so you know, I don't know, the archaeologists, I don't think they understand. Or maybe they don't comprehend artifacts, like actual artifacts. And like these, you know, you can buy these for 50 cents a pound. These amazing translucent spearheads down where the Freemasons take all the stones. You know, where they sell them across the world or grind them up into stone bedding material. 50 cents a pound. That's where you got this guy. Right? 50 cents a pound. It's amazing artifacts. And, you know, sorry about my enthusiasm here because I've been working on discovery since December 7, 2022, and I've also discovered Civil War tombs and Revolutionary War tombs robbed in 2007. National treasures. Oak Island pirate treasure. This is part of my family ancestry. My ancestor grandfather was commissioned by George Washington to be the Council of India. Does anybody know there's a lot of artifact stuff in India? Yeah, right? Why were they in India? Why would George Washington want to have a Council of India? And they have the Benjamin Joy Awards every year at the U.S. embassies. Now we got a few other artifacts here. This stuff here. This is like some sort of resin material made in these points, right? And they got it coated. I mean, I need this stuff tested. And look, this is like a little hatchet head. It's got a sharp edge on that edge. So they probably would have had it here. And there's like 3 little crystals going across. Amazing artifact. Oh, these. This one here, Roxbury Township, New Jersey. Found in the horse's tail. Oh, Dr. Gregory, you know where the oaks, there's like 400 oaks and the Ohio chestnut buckeye trees? You know, in memory of the USS Ohio steamship that moved treasures and Civil War bodies to Roxbury. Well, to them, they perished on Morris Island in August. You know, Robert G. Shaw, the 54th Regiment of Black Soldiers. Yeah, this is in the horse's tail. Look at this amazing artifact. And there's other ones like this too. So I just want to show you a couple of those. Oh, what is this? Is this someone's footprint? Amazing stained stone. Now this came from mounds. I had met a girl on TikTok actually who helped me out in the beginning. And she's like, oh, I used to work at a cemetery. And there was a preacher there that kind of did something to her. Yeah, okay. Pushed her in a closet or something. She doesn't remember anything else. But otherwise, you know that shouldn't happen. You know, shouldn't happen to any child from a preacher. Okay? I'm doing this for the children. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional because, you know, it's not easy. I was persecuted. I've been attacked by the Roxbury Police Department. They wouldn't let me file charges for my truck being stolen. Mike Luciano. You know, he runs the sanitation companies in New Jersey. He's always flying in, going down to Parsippany. He's got gold mines in Montana. He's got 2,000 acres in the Baja Coast of Mexico. He's got kids in the military secret service. It's like, what? And he was involved when they were going to put a Walgreens at 12 South Hillside Avenue. And then that fell through, and then they got approval to build 12 homes. And I guess the contractor, the original contractor, he dropped dead, the 7th man for 7 Curse Oak Island, to rob treasures in Roxbury. I'm telling you, like the largest treasure stash, I believe, was robbed in history, in the world. And it's connected with government officials. George Bush was president in 2007. All right, so Dr. Gregory, you know, I took this up to the Sterling Mine and Museum. Oh, did you know that I met with that guy and he had tested a few of my artifacts in the beginning with lasers? And there was calcium in some of them because it was burnt bone that I found. You know, I found burnt bone in a village dump site. There's a village dump site, Dr. Gregory, and the tail, the horse's tail. You know where you find these artifacts. You know, where I gave you the information for the, this is for the message for Dr. Gregory Lozana, State of New Jersey, archaeologist. He's already got the address for where I found these. Because this was supposed to be donated to the State of New Jersey Museum. We have like thousands of pounds. Got 9,000 pounds of artifacts in Roxbury, in the storage area. Okay? For the museums. There's a bunch of storage areas. I've got friends all over Roxbury storing stuff for me. Artifacts. It's pretty wild. There's people that actually know, like, they know they're trying to, you know, but they don't want to get involved because they're afraid for their families. And I've already been stalked and I've been death threats and everything else. So here's another one. Look at this guy. It's amazing, right? Guess where we found this? Target Rock. Yeah, a park that, Theodore Roosevelt set aside. So this one's for the museum. All right. And we got some more here. There's so many. This one here, I found this one where they have bulldozed mounds in Long Island too, where there's a lot of effigies and even ones in the form of Africa, and ones like this with all kinds of crazy stuff. It's got a pine cone imprint. Okay, they pressed that in there when this is this epoxy crazy, and it's supposed to be like one of the Hawaiian Islands. Up in this area here where the military base is, where all the symbol system is, and then there's another thing over here at, oh boy, the top of Honolulu. It's really wild. It's supposed to be like a volcano. That's what I believe it is. So you see my enthusiasm. These are just amazing. Here's like a little horse, right? I mean, it's pretty amazing artifacts, and it's got a little Mayan guy, because there's a lot of different civilizations. But this one here is a piece of crystal that was supposed to be painted on the bottom of a foot, your foot. This one here, let's see. So we're giving the archaeologists in New York and New Jersey education on these prehistoric and ancient artifacts because, they just say they're rocks. You see the face there? That just looks like it. You want to say hello to him? Christina, the New York State archaeologist? Please say hello. All right, so this is a piece of this concrete that they did into this, and it's got like a mammoth coming down here, and it's just what they did, okay? Bulldozed mounds. Oh, and we have this one. This one came from when the Avalon Park, the dam broke, and they had the flooding over there. Amazing artifacts on the beach. And it's supposed to be a dragon, too. Like a little dragon. See the dragon? You know what a dragon is, right? Oh, that's what they used to be called before dinosaurs. Yeah, it just kind of gave everybody an education on oh, look at this. Is this a hummingbird? Oh, and it's like petrified. It's petrified. Look at that carving. But Christina, the state of New York archaeologist, it's just a rock. She's like, nothing has worked. I have her email. I have receipts, right? And then after I said, you want to make that statement again? I said, I'm going to be on a podcast. She never responded to one of my emails again. Okay? So that's what I do is they trap themselves. The ones that are trying to hide stuff. Now this one is some sort of bone or tusk or horn. Might have been a horn. It even has like this. See the cutout right here? It has the prehistoric, the textbook. They always did this like cut in the center of even some of their spearheads too. There's like this little cut area. But it looks like some sort of bone. This came in a big cache with that guy there. Okay, there's a bunch of artifacts, and we need to save these other mounds. They're about to be bulldozed in Long Island that I found. Holy crap, because they don't want to bring any recognition. And I know my phone's getting low, and we're up about 12 minutes here. Now this is an amazing little piece. Look at this, it's like a little horse, right? And it's supposed to be a fish and a whole bunch of other, But Christina, this is an artifact, do you understand? This is for the state of New York archaeology. I just want to let her know, this is actually an artifact that was made by prehistoric and ancient civilization, but we don't know the exact time frame. And then like this one here for Dr. Gregory. This was found in Parsippany. Oh yeah, where they wanted to bulldoze the mound when I was a child. The Dodge Estate, where they built the Whole Foods over the mound system there? Recently in Parsippany? Yeah, that's a whole mound complex. My whole neighborhood was a mound complex. Did you know that George Washington's house was right on the corner where I found this? And I was in the house. There's a house in Parsippany there. It's actually in Mountain Lakes. They moved it from Route 46. 4 plus 6, the perfect number, right? So I found this when I was 13 years old. Really wild. And there you can see there's just a plethora of artifacts. And then there's like serpentine. Look at this. They took a laser and they melted it in the mouth. That's melted crystal. All right. So I just want to say, thanks for watching. And these are some real artifacts, and I've got a lot of them. Oh, see, there's the guy's face right there. And there's another face here. It's kind of hard to see it. His eye right there. There's his mouth. Okay. So these are artifacts. So this is an education class. And we need to get recognition, right? Because they keep bulldozing everything. Oh, this guy's really cool. I found this one. Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to get into that one. That's another mound there. That's actually the same mound where I found this one. Because they're off to the side. When they dig the graves, they dig out the artifacts and they dump them and then they cover them up. It's where the golf courses are. That most golf courses. And one last thing about golf courses. I invented the agitator. It was called the breakthrough agitator. And my patent's 2015. It goes in all the 3-hole push betters. And it helps the flow even. That's what I invented. And they use that on all the golf courses around the world. And can you believe I found some of these artifacts where the golf courses are all put? You ever see a golf course all moundy? Why is that? But in the other areas, it's all flat. So I want to thank everybody for watching. And please like, share, and follow. And go to my website, stoneageatlantis.com. I'll leave some information at the bottom. There's a petition to help save the properties in Roxbury. We need to get recognition. I'm telling you, there's like According to headstone a block away, nobody in the grave sites. 7 plots below, but a tunnel system connecting 2 churches were George Washington Hospital. Gratitude for working. And now these are some of these other cement artifacts. This is the same one here, and here's like another one. You can see the face top left. And a tomb lid. So please like, share, and follow, and comment below what you think. And Christina, if you hear this and watch this, this is an artifact, just so you know.